When an advanced weaponry base goes dark, George Flo is sent in to check things out. When boarded the transport carrier, the mention of advanced weaponry development brought back flashbacks. Flo remembered the day many years prior when he was at school. He remembered sitting in the office and staring outside the window for his parents to arrive. He remembered waiting and watching, and no one ever showing up. Likely one of the most devastating sights was that of a police car driving up to the school. Its pace was slow. All George remembered was pain. His parents were dead, gone forever. It felt surreal at the time. His father had been presenting newest and most versatile combat robot to date, the real achievement of artificial intelligence. The machines had rebelled during the demonstration. They'd killed everyone. The carrier finally landed. Everything seemed quiet and calm. One thing in particular, no people. Something was definitely wrong. No sooner had George come to that conclusion than did he come to another unusual discovery. All radios were useless. Something was blocking communications in and out. Jamming signal must have been emanating from a generator somewhere. Going over the map and checking the records, he found that there was only one place that fit the necessary description. This was his next stop. The generator just sat at the center, with an unusual metal plate. He looked closer. On the plates were written the words, "Destroy me." That's when the attack finally came.
Critical hit!
The battle was tough. The generator was completely destroyed. He looked back, felt his heart quicken. Flashbacks forced themselves to the front of his mind. He remembered his parents had been torn apart by the cold machinery. Suddenly, he was a child again. He couldn't take his eyes off the scene. He was frozen. A sound brought him back to reality. The sound of metal footsteps that were rapidly approaching.
Is unfortunate.
No luck with the generator. Jamming signal was still there. As George made his way, he couldn't resist the feeling that this place was kind of familiar. Identify or die. George turned his head. A warbot was standing there, ready to fire its weapons should it receive the wrong answer. He didn't waste a second. He raised his own weapon and prepared to do the same.
This place is beyond words. Ready my blade.
It was much more powerful than the others. He removed the plate from his head and pulled the cord from the bag. He plugged the cord into an implant in his arm and switched on the helmet cam. George was able to see and hear the last recording. There was an entire squad of machines. Then the footage went fuzzy, but he could still hear a little of the encounter. One thing stuck out over the audio. Test failed. Initiate repeating sequence. Soon after, George started to feel dizzy. He looked at his arm. An alarm was buzzing. There had been a virus in the footage. Everything went dark for a few minutes until the antivirus system activated. He shook his head. He had to stay focused. A pack of bots was just waiting.
Spirits will guide my hand against these foes.